Given the current challenging global and domestic economic environment, it was clear that one of the things that we had to focus on as government, particularly from Treasury side, is to do two things. The first is try to work towards balancing between fiscal sustainability and meeting the development challenges that the country faces. And we do that within a context of fiscal consolidation and continuing with the decisions we took last year in February and earlier on last year, as you know. The second point, obviously, was to re-emphasize the importance of rapid implementation of the NDP. It's very clear that I think if we cannot implement wide-sweeping reforms, economic reforms, we are not going to be able to shove up GDP in the country, which is very necessary to go forward. Clearly, the issue about managing debt is critical, and I'm sure it will sustain the efficiency and effectiveness of spending, but also aligning government, because we're not going to have growth if government across the board is not aligned. The wage bill, you should look at it within the context of ensuring that we maintain our expenditure ceiling. In order to do that, clearly we need to manage all variables involved in public spending. That includes wage bill. But I think the debate about the wage bill, I think, has been narrowed too much, because I think the wage bill is a reflection of a broader problem. And the broader problem is beginning a wide discussion in the country about the transformation of the public sector. What is the shape? What is the size? What is the cost of public sector? What should it be? And that's a conversation that we cannot postpone, quite frankly, because again, the role of the state remains critical in the implementation and driving development. So I think what we've done now is to deal with a symptom, which I think the wage bill is a symptom of a broader problem that I think we should be addressing. The debate about education is an important one, and I think you must realize that what is happening in part reflects our success. And the success that we've had is a success in widening and deepening access to education. Because I think if you think about it, we had a number of universities for a long time being capable of accommodating everybody. But what has happened since '94 has been successfully widening access to basic education, and actually we're close to almost universal access in education in the country as we speak. That has its own pressures. It puts its own pressures on our administrative systems and financial systems of education in general. So I think that's important to note, that it's not what you see, I wouldn't say is a failure. It's actually a reflection of our success in broadening access. Access has its own other problems, as I'm saying. The first, obviously, is the one on pressure on your resources, on your infrastructure, on your systems. The second one is about that you need to quickly shift towards quality and aligning more your system, your education system, with the labor market, with the development challenges of the country, and so I'm saying it's a very interesting